Hello and welcome to Wonder 5v5. Unfortunately, I can't do any more World of War People Championships qualifying game because the replay vault is currently down, and the replays that were posted are actually not the right replays. But there has been a couple of Wonders posted in the replays to cast section on the forums, so hopefully this one turns out to be pretty good. In air, Soviet Pride versus Kaiser, Cybern on Cybern. Interesting choice for the air player. I think Aeon is always the most obvious. But on this map, we should anticipate. Looks like this one doesn't have a Omni in the middle. It's a classic version of this map. There are a number of versions of this map, which is very popular for these team games, but we should anticipate a massive land spam, which will transition to Tech 2, which will transition to Tech 3, and then the strats, and people will die to experimentals, things of that nature. But these battles could get kind of interesting. These rocks, probably not good to neglect them, although there's so many mass extractors all over the place, plus a couple more juicy rocks scattered here and there. So far, the most aggressive player is by far Income, who has made his way to the middle. Actually had a chance to play, I believe I was playing him on the ladder, my first ladder game in a long time. And he is up in Hodgejoke's grill here with a Hunter. To UEF, oh no, yeah, definitely don't want to chase that with the ACU. And the first shot's a miss, second one's a hit. I think they're playing with the RK Explosions mod. On the other side, we're also seeing Chico sneaking in, but a massive defensive force. Definitely ready for anything that might come their way. Fails galore. Food can't, yeah, there are a lot of names have to do with food here. Potatoes and Total Tuna. Income with a PD, that's a very defensive. So after early aggression here, a couple more Mantai sneak through, building up a PD. We'll see if Hodgejoke will do anything to counter, but that's a single mask extractor, could be an advantage for Income in the long run. In the middle, Xanalar might find himself in a bit of trouble. He is kind of all alone with a couple Selene, so he's got early warning. And Total Tuna fairly slow to the middle, though Total Tuna should anticipate. Oh, it's somehow a low score for Total Tuna. If this is the same Tuna I'm thinking about, should be an extremely good player. These Mantai, though, that's a nice little run by the Mantai. They're going to keep on running, trying to do more damage. Total of 4 kills. I think that Engineer is going to be the 5th kill for that posse. In terms of the tech race, Soviet Prize versus Kaiser. Fairly even, a little mass there, a little power there, a little Soviet Pride, a little low on power. In the middle, nobody wants that mass extractor. Does anybody think there's an advantage for anyone here? I really can't see besides a little bit of early aggression. I think that run by so far has been the play of the game. Based on this number of land factories, the Robo Danny is thinking about a land spell, although that could be a little late. Yes, cancelled it. Chico with the Tech 2 PD creep, but Tech 2 PD with Cybern, you can see why they suck. Maybe not the best choice. And here, Robo Danny with the gun. The gun ACU is going to get a little vet. Income is almost done with Tech 2 of his own. It would be hilarious if both teams decide to go Tech 2 PD groups with Cyberns. I think the choice would be much better with UEF. The Destiny Potato. It's a nice name. Tech 2 PD versus Gun ACU. And Chico needs to be careful here. There's a large force from Xanalar, who is also getting Tech 2 on his own, on his ACU. So they do laser beam Tech 2 PD factions, Seraphim and Cybern, especially on maps with all this terrain Definitely at a disadvantage versus Aeon and UEF. 2 kills on that PD before it dies. Robodani have health, 11 kills. And in the meantime, this is income probing. Always going between the two bases and actually having quite a bit of success. This is a large force. Aeon from Carly probably won't be able to chase these down, and this will be numbers. They might make it all the way to Soviet Pride's base, who's got Tech 2 mass extractors here and halfway upgraded, which is always a great target. Some T2 PDs directly in Destiny Potato's base. It's always nice to force somebody to do that. As we're also seeing Chico here retreating. Robodani kind of low on health, but he's fairly safe. And yeah, so we're seeing aggression here from the two Cybern players using Manti. This is why Manti are so great. They can be running around just as long as you're not afraid to use them in such a way. They will get behind enemy defensive positions and will force things like this. You might think that this is a successful kill, which it is, but this is 450 mass wasted by Robodani. This PD isn't up front. You're doing damage. It's protecting something that he should have had regardless. Cruise missile up in the air. We already see one PD dead. And is this... yep, it's a regular missile launcher. Tech 2 PDs dead. There's another one here that's nearly complete. And I don't think that TMD is going to be up in time. Oh, Tech 2. Oh, that's... yeah. Losing a Tech 2 power is much worse than losing Tech 2 mass extractor. In most situations, unless you're wasting power like crazy. The Cyber Tech 2 PD creep from Chico seems to be pretty successful here on the left side. And overall, the left side here, after that missile barrage, it could be in a bit of trouble. Wow. RK explosions. In full glory. Oh my, look at that. 9 kills, 6 kills, 5 kills. Cyber and Manti here cannot be stopped. And missiles here continue to fly. 8 kills so far. But the TMDs are up. Is there... Yep, that's another Tech 2 mass extractor. Oh, this is one of the best cruise missile launchers I've seen in quite a long time. Is that was a Tech 1. So we'll see. This T2 PD creep from Income. The Cybern's doing PD creeps. That's awesome. Quite successfully too. Hodge Joke has got Tech 2 and the gun. This is a very powerful ACU with the posse of Tech 1. Although he is going to be running into a very unfriendly territory, many Tech 1 PDs and Tech 2 PDs. Income will be forced to retreat by Destiny Potato. And yellow and white here, Total Tuna and Zanel are victims of the cruise missiles. They'll definitely be behind. As we're seeing Tech 1 land push from Carly, following up with a bunch of Tech 2 PDs. And Chico here with no respect to Robodani, who now also has Tech 2 on his ACU. And now that really far back, T2 PD is actually getting some kills. However, this is a lot of disrespect, and this disrespect can cost in Chico, given that he is facing a very powerful ACU. Yeah, Chico's got to be very careful. He's got a nice position to retreat to a shield and multiple PDs. Retreats in time. So this game is well in its Tech 2 PD stage. I think the time for Tech 1 land spam is probably over, which means you probably want to pause it. If you want to continue to use Tech 1 land, it's always good to switch to Arty. When you're doing a Tech 2 PD creep, it's sometimes nice to do a move up together with a bunch of Tech 1 Arty. And Robodani here going quite low on health on his ACU, probably wants to retreat. Tech 2 land from Robo, who's got a mouse plus a stealth. What exactly is that called? Stealth field system. Mobile stealth field. And did where is that missile launcher? It's 9 kills so far. I think this is the MVP. A close second would be those Manti from Income. Back to the air race, you can see there are two players here who are taking their hearts out. Almost Tech 3 Tech 3 air from Soviet Pride. Keyser, nearly identical spot. Fairly big difference in mass though. Soviet Pride seems to be ahead. See if that turns out to be anything. In terms of the land positions, Destiny Potato is doing quite well, and Chico is doing quite well. And besides Hudge Joke, this whole bottom side is in a very good shape. Income, yeah, he's been playing quite well in this one, with support of Destiny Potato, who I think has had the best gameplay in this one with that cruise missile launcher. Yeah. A Tech 1 land push from Carly, which might actually be successful given the lack of anything from Xanalar. He's been rebuilding his Tech 2 mass extractors. And an argument could be made for pushing up. What you don't want to do is just sit there and get shot. 21 kill Tech 1 PD, that's not good. Chico 23 kills. Robo Danny 18. And now we're at the stage where the MMLs are gonna apply the pressure, knock down the shields. It's really who's got more TMD, who's got more MMLs. And you always want to make just enough TMD to counter the MMLs. And we are seeing Tech 3 land Sniper from Aeon. That's probably gonna pick off these as long as it's nice flat land. But that little bump might be a big problem. A Sniper very long reload time, so you don't want to miss with it. 2 kills already. Is that see what it shoots. He shot his ally there. Did he give him a kill for that? Yep. Oh no. As we're seeing Carly with the ACU shield taking on a whole bunch of Ilshavas, as Chico here got knocked off his position. Great placement on the Artie. Right behind these hills, shooting straight over. So the top side with a bit of a counterattack info. Inf 23, Chico 23 losing a bit of a position, but Carly here with a very powerful ACU might be able to hold on to something. As this sniper with 3 kills, I think now it's going to most likely just hit these. This is where instead of that sniper, always just go with Serenity. Serenities are beautiful. Trebuchet even more beautiful, and Tech 3 shells. So after that initial success for the bottom side, we're seeing the top side really coming back with this push together with the earlier Tech 3 land. Although we're also seeing Tech 3 land from Destiny Potato, so this is now a back and forth with the Artie. MMLs will eventually all die off. As I've also seen a brick here. And I've just noticed I've been playing this one at lower settings than I usually do. Apologies. Yeah, that brick looked really weird from far away. ASF numbers very similar. And actually now Keyser with a slight advantage on the eco side, although the eco's still dead even. So now we're also seeing strats. So Keyser taking the early risk, going strats. First of all, actually, let me take that back. Both players producing strats now. So let's see who can use their strats a little better. And this is where I think stealth here on the strats might be a critical factor. We're seeing 2 strats coming in now from Keyser. Carly has the shield, so should be fairly safe. Chico would be the primary target. I think he would need 3 strats and 1 more and he's dead. Will that... Oh, and this a couple sniper shots. Come on. No reason to waste these strats. And this could be great for the top side. If Chico explodes right with the... Oh, you see that? That's what you don't want to happen. Great anti-air However, oh, look at that ballsy piece of strat bombing. 22 kills, takes out a whole bunch of build capacity from Keyser. And here, minute 18, both air players entering the game with a bang. A little bigger one for Keyser. However, that's a hero strat there. Too bad we won't get to see how much kills it's got, but this is nice, juicy 1000 mass reclaim for Keyser. In terms of this Tech 3 already standoff, oh yeah, these Harbies look great. They're gonna run everything over. But yeah, this is a major loss. Carly's gonna have to play extremely well. And this ASF fight, amazingly, I think I'm very confused by it. These ASF are in two groups, killing off a strat. Somebody getting sniped. Harby's running away from a very angry ACU. Oh, RK explosions. Amazing. Harby's, yeah. Blow up as green, I think it's very fitting. Destiny Potato needs to be very careful here. In the middle of an upgrade against Tech 3 land, not where you want to be. And the top side with the massive counterattack that's been lasting 10 minutes. I really thought the bottom side had a big advantage, but not. Chico dying and the earlier Tech 3 land with the Harbies using their speed to outrun the Perseus. Running in, major losses for Potato. Hodge Joke still holding on to his spot. He's got fairly weak eco. And he's getting shelled. This is Absolver, we don't see too often. Bricks following up the Harbies. The Harbies are already very deep. Preferentially taking out Tech 3 mass extractors. Doing it very quickly. And now the Bricks taking on PDs. Yeah, Carly's in quite a bit of trouble. Hodge Joke's trying to take back some of the mass that is still not been taken by Income's been dead for such a long time. Still a whole bunch of reclaim left over. And these Harbies, 20 kills, 12 kills, 17, 34. They've run everything over. You can see this is the path of destruction for these Harbies, and now they're already in Soviet Pride base. If you're wondering, Soviet Pride is from Britain. See if that strat bomb can do something. It'll take quite a bit of micro, maybe double, triple bomb these. But so far it's just been all losses. We are also seeing a Soul Ripper. Soviet Pride. That's gonna be nice if he finishes it, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to complete that project given the rate at which he's losing mass extractors. Some Tech 3 gunships on the case. And looks like Hodge Joke is in the process of losing his position. As we're seeing Ilshavas running in into Chico's old base. Carly's still sort of alive. Got some T2PDs, which looks like killed off a couple bricks. And on this map, something not to neglect, there's all this terrain, which you can use to your advantage to hide from PDs. So the correct path with your units is fairly critical. Also, the placement of the PDs is critical. You want to put them right on the highland, on the high ground. Yeah, a group of Ilshavas like that always looks great. Finally, the Harbies are dead, but you can see that right there is a successful run by. As we're seeing Strat sniping Hodge. And stealth strats seems to be the popular thing to do nowadays. Hodge, very strong ACU, continues to take shots to the face. Looks like he will survive, but will he survive all these Harbies followed up by the bricks? He continues to retreat. We'll get some assistance from Tech 3 gunships, also some Perseus. 200 health, and there goes Hodge. Percy's trying to play defense. It's very hard to play defense with Percy's unless people run into you. If people go around you, it kind of sucks. Percy's are great to attack with. But here it looks like they can't get in position, and once they do, you want a new plan, because 6 Percy's is not something to neglect. Yeah, these bricks will die if they just rush in. So 3 versus 5. Soviet Pride still doing quite well, halfway done on Soul Ripper. Keyser looks like he's probably maxed out all of his mass extractors. Nearly done with a Megalith. So Megalith versus Soul Ripper. In terms of ASF, similar numbers. And quite a bit of reclaim for the bottom side. If they can get the build capacity up, they could be in good shape. And this Percy spam from Destiny Potato also looks quite good. He's also making SCUs, so feeling like he's got the eco. Soviet Pride also has a significant advantage on power. So the bottom side, really the thing that they're missing are mass extractors and build capacity. What the top side is doing, Robo Danny, it's very quiet in his base. He does have some resource allocation. Xanalar working on Tech 3 mass extractors. A ridiculously low amount of engineers. It's kind of sad. It's a barren base. Income has been playing extremely well. Could be under pressure from some Percy's. He does have bricks standing by. Total Tuna. Yeah, there are not too many plans, but the big unit that can make a lot of difference from Keyser is the Megalith. However, the bug is nearly complete. So that bug can kill somebody and can start evening things up. As this group of Percys, if they attack together with the bug, if there's some more communication, this could make things very interesting. Megalith versus Percys is always a very interesting fight. If the Percys can get underneath on the other side, they can kill a Megalith pretty well. Megalith would have an advantage in range, and if the Percys are close together, there is actually a little bit of splash, or at least something that feels like splash from the Megalith guns. The Soul Ripper is up in the air. Will it be protected? Soviet Pride, 50 ASF. Kaiser, 42 ASF. So if there's a direct fight at these numbers, especially together with the Soul Ripper, I think Soviet Pride could win. As long as they're not fighting over too much Tech 3 anti-air. Megalith moving in. Total Tuna's ACU very exposed. That'd be the most straightforward unit to kill. So a critical moment in this game is coming up. We'll see what happens. So our scouting is critical. We're seeing scouts. Carly rebuilding, but still not clear exactly what can Carly do. And if the bottom side neglects to kill Total Tuna or neglects killing that Megalith with the bug, or just doesn't attack for a long time. And this is second wow, that's a two megaliths in quick succession. As Soviet Pride actually has an advantage in mass production because of all the reclaim and the extra mass extractors he's getting. Destiny Potato also a huge economy. However, yeah, this is going to be critical. ASF from Keyser, these were stealthed as well. And the micro here will be very important. You don't want to just lose the bug. You want to kill this ASF as quickly as possible. And the bug is actually in danger of dying. A fatty from Total Tuna. And I would hate to see shells from the fatty hit the bug as a friendly fire. The bug barely survives. I think it will survive, although it's extremely close. It needs a vet here quick, but a successful kill on the Megalith. So this game is very far from over here. Minute 26. One thing never to forget on this map are nukes. Do we see nukes? I'd love to see a nuke from somebody here at this point. And given that massive power production from Soviet Pride, I think he might think about a nuke. Maybe consider it. Just think about it. Megalith in position. I guess a defensive position. This one's not going to go in, but maybe together with all this Tech 3AA would be a good idea, because yeah, that bug is definitely no shape to fight for a while. Strats from Soviet Pride and air control for Soviet Pride. As a fatty together with a whole bunch of Perseus are going to move in, they'll secure this big chunk of reclaim, and they'll put pressure on Income, who's got a bunch of trebuchets here. If they can get a couple good shots on this reclaim, it'd be really nice. The fatty, of course, can use the shield to protect these NGs, and if those get killed, it can produce some fresh NGs. This is one place to actually use. Ooh, and so the damaged Soul Ripper decides to move in and maybe get a little vet. This would be a great time to snipe it. Otherwise, yeah, this is just free vet for the bottom side. A nice back and forth game. I really can't choose who's going to win. I don't see a big advantage. I mean, overall, maybe a slight advantage to the top side, given that they've got more players, but this air control and the Megalith look really good. We'll see what Carly does. Hopefully doesn't just get killed for no reason here. And Bricks here, we're actually pushing back, although taking quite a few shots from the fatty. So micro from Potato, always nice to see. Total Tuna still in a very dangerous spot right in the middle of the map, building up a whole bunch of missile launchers, which means he or she's thinking about a snipe, which could work. And I knew there was going to be a nuke. Destiny Potato with a nuke in the middle, freshly built, although that is definitely in range of these missiles. We might see cruise missiles versus nuke. A couple Tech 2 shields. You'd have to break through, but not a lot of TMD. Maybe coupled with a couple strat bombs in that position, those missiles would be quite potent. Anti-nuke started for Keyser. Looks like the top side have spotted the nuke. However, yeah, Keyser needs to put a lot of build capacity on that. Soviet Pride beginning Megalith. And the man, oh, second Soul Ripper. Cybern have really been featured nicely in this one. A stealth bomber with no kills. A fatty getting a little too close to those bricks. Gotta run. Maybe a couple Perseus can help. Also an SCU. Yeah, I gotta keep on running. I think that fatty just might die. Although the freshly built bug is definitely gonna help. The Megalith's deciding to join the fight, moves into the middle. The thing you gotta really look at are where are those missiles gonna go. SCU in the middle from Destiny Potato. As we see an air fight, I really gotta see what this thing has on it. Personal shields, and this air fight will easily go to... Did anything even die? Yeah, it's got the gun. That's great. Yeah, it's a very good fighter. It's basically a T4 unit that's just underneath experimentals, but it has the really high build capacity, so great way to go in and take those juicy wrecks in very unsafe positions. Soul Rippers have been absolutely beautiful. We're also seeing a GC. That SCU probably wants to run away. A lot has been invested in that unit. Don't want to just throw it away. And this air domination has really kept the bottom side in it. And if they can actually get this nuke and put it on somebody's head, this will be pretty exciting. This anti-nuke is finished. However, it is not... yeah, that missile's got a long ways to go. So if Destiny Potato just fires it off, I think he can kill Keyser. Strat bombs in the air. It's about 10 of them, which means an ACU will die. GC versus SCU. SCU trying to get behind the GC. Definitely the right strategy. The GC is not falling for it. It's unfortunate. However, that GC took a lot of damage. I think it's going to die. Scouts from Soviet Pride are gonna miss. Oh, looks like the strats have been spotted somehow. Or maybe they haven't been. And there goes a GC with the green flame. What burns green? Is it boron? Yes, boron. The boron faction. Oh, this is critical. These strats are gonna die. The arcade bot, oh my god. Cyber definitely got the most love. And when is yeah, those heart-shaped Ilsheva deaths are gonna be great. That who requested it? Was it Lucian? Who won the arcade tourney? Yeah, I don't even remember. Yeah, I believe it was Lucian. A chicken now moving in. Carly's got to be very careful. There are a bunch of Harveys here. Shielded ACU, a bunch of T2PDs. Oh, and a snipe coming in. Carly moved out of the way just in time. The nuke is loaded. He's got to launch it. Got to launch it. And actually, I have a little bit of a luxury. This nuke can be the game ender. If it hits this position, look at all this Tech 3 power. This game is over.
Strategic launch detected.
Where is he going to go? Why? No, horrible. It won't even kill Income, who has just completed. They were afraid. They were afraid that this was loaded. They knew that this one just got built. And actually, Income is gonna die. So 4 versus 3. SCU recovering mass in the middle. Yeah, that nuke here would have ended it. This really cripples the top side, I think. This now makes Total Tuna's position much more precarious. As Carly could be in trouble, although I think, I'm assuming it's a she. With a name like that, he can be called a she. Carly runs away and Soviet Pride will protect with the megalith. However, I think this, yeah, that's gonna be another dead Soul Ripper. Lots of mass available for whoever wants to go and get it. Yeah. That's never got finished. Ooh, a snipe on the fatty. So, oh, I think, yeah, the fatty's gonna die. UEF doesn't seem to have, yeah, I guess that's the UEF, is the fire. Alright. What about Seraphim? Do they have heart shapes? Another chicken's coming up. That's the standard. So a nuke, teleport protection. Destiny Potato, gotta say, played extremely well. Actually, both Destiny Potato and Soviet Pride. Carly starting her GC. It's kind of missing a lot of her base. Looks like it's been given over to Destiny Potato. Strat bombs. Yeah, I wonder if those, yeah, those are dead strats. Keys are still trying to build up strats. And Destiny Potato with a huge economy, 600 something. Half the map. Backed by Soviet Pride, 33,000 power. Also a second biggest mass income. 4 versus 3 here, but based on these two players, you wouldn't. Okay, whoa. So this, in the face of a cloud of ASF, strats are coming in and they're gonna try to kill somebody. If Destiny Potato dies here, this is... No, that would have just been ridiculous. They don't kill anything. That's... Still a couple of them are alive. And looks like they did quite a bit of damage with their Rex. Just falling from the sky, but no significant damage. Tech 3 already has been started, with a massive SCU spam started as well. So minute 36, pretty good stuff. But now I think I would if I were to bet on this game, definitely on the bottom side. Once that nuke hit, this made it a lot more difficult for the top side. However, you can never count these people out. Mistakes happen. And a mistake can make a big difference. One thing to look at is reclamation number. Soviet Pride 50,000. Destiny, I imagine, will have a huge 200,000. That's not bad. I guess that's what happens when you reclaim your allies' bases over and over. Keys are only 10. Total Tuna 5. So the numbers of reclaim for the top side just very, very small. As we're also seeing Tuna being extremely slow at taking back Income's base, as the gunships for Soviet Pride moving in, backed by the Soul Ripper. And another wave of strats. Keyser here, not making ASF in large numbers, making some, but his main idea is strats. And this could be a great time to go and kill something. Wow. I guess, yeah, that's the Seraphim, the blue, the lightnings. Strats. This donut could be interesting if somehow Soviet Pride loses air, but Soviet Pride's air is way out of position with these strats moving in. Okay. It's been spotted. Soviet Pride standing next to a bunch of units. Keyser. What did he bomb? I think he bombed the ground where he saw Soviet Pride's ACU. He didn't have direct vision, so he couldn't. Oh, now Soviet Pride gets hit in the face, but oh, the second wave. Not all of them died there. Oh, okay. Definitely some damage. Soviet Pride down to 8,000 health, but still alive. Yeah, great play from Keyser. I really like that aggression. But yeah, I think you need a little luck. The cruise missiles continue to fly in. When you're facing you have no reason to stop using cruise missiles. Their TMD is absolute garbage. And is he trying to take out that Hydro? That's strange. The first nuke was 101 kills. The second nuke is going to be... Who is he nuking? Yeah, it looks like the anti-nuke is gone. Is it going to be Total Tuna? Yeah, Total Tuna. Oh, survives. And the donut's moving in. However, that donut is not likely to survive. Well, the micro from Soviet Pride. Keyser's dead. And the donut falls. Destiny Potato survives. How did Keyser die? Did he just quit? Yeah, he just quit. I think after seeing that second nuke, he could have been nuked himself. So 40-minute game. Seeing SCUs and Percy's, they're gonna clean up. Yeah. Destiny Potato played extremely well. Soviet Pride, I think, played slightly better than Keyser, although I think in air this was very even. This game was really won by Destiny Potato with that first barrage and then surviving the death of a couple of allies. Carly staying alive, finishes a GC. Very nice ally, giving over her base and a freshly built experimental to her allies. Robo Danny here, haven't really seen much of him after he knocked Chico out of position. Total Tuna is going to meet the death at the hands of a bunch of Percys. Xanalar. Yeah, this has been a fairly quiet piece of property. T4 nuke is not going to be finished. Alright. Snipers versus Harbies works. Snipers versus Fatty does not work. So brave ACU. A lot of smoke from these units. There you go, Xanalar and Carly wins. Hopefully people enjoyed this one.